Our story begins in a quiet town called Nazareth. It was a time of great longing for the promised Messiah. A young woman named Mary lived there, betrothed to a carpenter named Joseph. One day, the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary and said, "Greetings, you who are highly favored. The Lord is with you." Mary was deeply troubled, wondering about the meaning of this greeting. The angel reassured her, saying, "Do not be afraid, Mary. You have found favor with God." Joseph and Mary traveled to Bethlehem, the town of David, to register. While there, the time came for the baby to be born. Mary gave birth to her firstborn, a son, and wrapped him in cloths. She laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. That night, shepherds were keeping watch over their flocks. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them.
To create a video like the one that you have just watched, you're going to start off by generating a script. For my script, I'm going to use ChatGPT. Once you're on ChatGPT, you're going to type in the following prompt. I want to create a 3D animation story about the birth of Jesus. Generate for me a 1000 character script for my YouTube video. The script should be separated into different scenes. Each scene must have a narration, a detailed prompt for the scene, and a detailed prompt for the characters. You can see that ChatGPT has generated for me a script, and it has separated it into different scenes. Under each scene, it has generated for me a narration, a prompt for the scene, together with prompts for the characters that will be appearing in those scenes. This is the script that I'm going to use for my video. Our next step is to generate images. And for this, we are going to use an AI tool called Prom AI. You can use any other image generating tool like Leonardo AI or even Midjourney. But for this tutorial, I'm going to use Prom AI. Once you have logged into Prom AI, promai.pro, you're going to be prompted to log in or to sign up. I'm going to log in since I already have an account to them. I'm going to log in with my Google account, and it's going to take you to a page similar to this one here on my screen. From here, you're going to come over here to your left, and you're going to click on AI Tools, and under Image Generation, you're going to select AI Image Generator. We're going to head over back to ChatGPT, and we're going to copy the prompt for the scene together with the prompts for the characters. So I'm going to copy this entire prompt here, and I will head over back to Prom AI, and in this text box here, I'm going to paste in the prompt that I have just copied from ChatGPT. And as style, I'm going to select 3D. So select 3D, and I'm going to go with this particular one here. I'm going to leave out the scene together with the perspective. I'm also going to select the ratio. So I'm going to go with 16:9 since I'm generating a YouTube video. And I'm going to click on Generate. You can see the images that have been generated for me by Prom AI. I'm going to download this one here. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to click on this download icon, and I will come down here, and I'm going to click on full download. I'm going to head over back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to copy the prompt for the second scene. Then head over back to Prom AI, and I'm going to paste in that entire prompt and click on Generate. You can see the generations that you've gotten from Prom AI. I'm going to download this one here. So I'm going to click on this download icon, and I'm going to click on full download. I'm going to head over back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to copy the prompt for the third scene. Then head over back to Prom AI, and I'm going to paste in the entire prompt. Then click on Generate. You can see my generations. They look really good. I'm going to download this one here. So I'm going to click on the full download, and it's now been downloaded to my machine. Using the same process, I will go ahead to generate the images for the remaining scenes. Once you have generated and downloaded your images, your next step is to animate those images. And for our animations, I'm going to use Kling AI. You can use any other video generating tool out there like Hailu AI, Luma Labs, or even Pika, and you should be able to get equally good results. For this tutorial, I'm going to use Kling AI. So head over to Kling AI, so klingai.com, and you're going to be prompted to log in or to sign up. So you have already signed up, and it's going to take you to a page similar to this one here. Now, our interest is on video generation, so I'm going to click on AI videos. And on your left here, you're going to click on this icon here to upload your images. I'm going to upload one of the images that we just downloaded from Prom AI. And once it has been uploaded, you can go ahead and input a prompt describing your ideas. So I'm going to input a short prompt. I'm going to copy it from ChatGPT. Your prompt should not be more than 2,500 words. Under settings, I'm going to go with the professional mode, and you can only select the professional mode if you're on the paid version. Down here, I'm going to click on generate, and my video is going to be generated. Now, something about Kling AI is that if you're on the free version, it can take hours for your video to be generated. But if you're on the paid version, generation can be complete in less than 7 minutes. They currently have an offer, so you can go ahead and try it out with the free version, and if you like it, you can subscribe to their paid version. You can see what has been generated for me by Kling AI. This is another generation that I have gotten from Kling. And you can see this other one that has also been generated for me from Kling. I really like the clarity that comes with Kling AI videos. So using the same procedure, I'm going to generate the remaining videos for the remaining scenes. So now I have completed generating my videos. My next step is to generate our voiceover. And for the voiceover, I'm going to use 11 Labs. Once you're on 11 Labs, you're going to click on text to speech. Before we generate our voiceover, you're going to select the voice that will be doing the voiceover. On your left, under voice, you're going to click on this button here, and you can listen into the different voices that are available on 11 Labs.
The world is round.
The thing always happens that you
I'm going to select Brian, and I will head over back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to copy the narration for the first scene. Then head over back to 11 Labs, and I'm going to paste it right in. From here, I'm going to click on generate speech.
Our story begins in a quiet town called Nazareth.
And I'm going to download it. Then head over back to ChatGPT, copy the second narration for the second scene, head over back to 11 Labs, and I'm going to paste it right inside here. Then click on generate speech.
It was a time of great longing for the promised Messiah.
And I'm going to download it again. Head over back to ChatGPT, copy the third narration for the third scene, and I'm going to head over back to 11 Labs, and I'm going to paste it right inside there. Then to generate speech.
A young woman named Mary lived there, betrothed to a carpenter named Joseph.
Then download it. I will go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing for the remaining narrations. Once you're done generating all your voiceovers, the next step is to put everything together, and we're going to use CapCut. So I'm going to use the online version of CapCut. From here, I'm going to click on Create New, and I'm going to select a ratio of 16:9, and it's going to take you to a page similar to this one here on my screen. From here, you're going to upload all your animations that you got from Kling AI or any other video generation tool that you used, together with the voiceovers that you got from 11 Labs. So I'm going to click on Upload File, and I'm going to upload our entire generations. Once your generations have been uploaded, you're going to drag them to your timeline. I'm going to start with the first voiceover, and I'm going to listen into it before I bring in my animation.
Our story begins in a quiet town.
So I'm going to bring in the first animation, and again listen into it.
Our story begins in a quiet town called Nazareth.
At this point, I'm going to split it, and I'm going to delete the last part of the animation.
Our story begins in a quiet town called Nazareth.
I'm going to bring in the second voiceover. Listen into it just to confirm that it's the correct one.
It was a time of great longing for the promised Messiah.
So that's my correct voiceover. So for this one, I'm going to drag our animation for the second scene, and I'm going to split it right at the point where the voiceover is ending, and I'm going to delete the last part. Let's listen into it.
It was a time of great longing for the promised Messiah.
Okay, let me bring in the other voiceover for the third scene. Again, I'm going to listen into it just to confirm that it's the correct one.
A young woman named Mary lived there, betrothed to a carpenter named Joseph.
Now for this one, I'm going to bring in our animation for this third scene. Let's listen in again.
A young woman named Mary lived there, betrothed to a carpenter named Joseph.
Using the same procedure, I'm going to put together the remaining scenes for our video. Next step is to add transitions between the different scenes. To do that, you're going to come over here to our left, and you're going to click on transitions. and I'm going to select mix. I'm going to add the same transition across the different scenes. From here, we are going to add some music. And if you do not have an idea on the kind of music that you can add onto your video, just head over back to ChatGPT and you're going to type in a simple prompt asking it to give you suggestions on the kind of music and sound effects that you can use for your video. And you can see that ChatGPT has given me some suggestions right here. Now for royalty-free music that I'm going to use, I'll head over to my YouTube studio. You will come down here. On your left, you're going to click on Audio Library. I'm going to download this one here. So then I'm going to come back to my media and I'm going to upload the music that I have just gotten from my YouTube studio. And so from here, I'm going to just drag the music and I'm going to place it just below the narrations. Let's listen in.
Our story begins in a quiet town called Nazareth.
I'm going to reduce the volume by clicking on Basic and I'm going to reduce it to about -25. You do not want your music to overpower your voiceover.
A young woman named Mary lived there, betrothed to a carpenter named Joseph. One day the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary and said, "Greetings, you who are highly favored. The Lord is with you."
We can also add some sound effects. Like for this particular scene here, I'm going to add some sound effect of sheep bleating. So I'll come over here to my left and I'm going to click on audio, then click on sound effects. And I'm going to select sheep bleating. I'm going to bring in this sound effect and I'm going to place it somewhere here. Let's listen in again.
Of great longing for the promised Messiah.
I'm going to reduce the volume to about -35. Okay, let's listen in again.
Our story begins in a quiet town called Nazareth. It was a time of great longing for the promised Messiah. A young woman named Mary lived there, named Joseph. One day the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary and said,
Once you're done, you can download your video. To do that, you can just come over here and click on export, download. Make sure you select a resolution of 1080 and you're going to come down here and you're going to click on export. If you enjoyed watching this tutorial, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel for more content on AI and animations. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Until next time, God bless.
Our story begins in a quiet town called Nazareth. It was a time of great longing for the promised Messiah. A young woman named Mary lived there, betrothed to a carpenter named Joseph. One day the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary and said, "Greetings, you who are highly favored. The Lord is with you." Mary was deeply troubled, wondering about the meaning of this greeting. The angel reassured her, saying, "Do not be afraid, Mary. You have found favor with God." Joseph and Mary traveled to Bethlehem, the town of David, to register. While there, the time came for the baby to be born. Mary gave birth to her firstborn, a son, and wrapped him in cloths. She laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. That night, shepherds were keeping watch over their flocks. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them.